Hello friends, we meet again. It's Friday, July the 1st, 2022. Baby boys, baby girls, welcome back, glad you made it. Hello friends, we meet again. Doing it, baby. Sip sip to the gang. That is still very hot. But that's alright, baby. We like it hot. It's spicy in here. Zesty in here. We're getting it together, you and I. So many things happening. Happy Canada Day to all the Canadians all across the globe celebrating Canada Day. It's wonderful. It's great to be alive and kicking. It's also gonna be, I believe, 4th of July weekend. So it's just long weekend in North America. Long weekend vibes. Loose as a goose. I hope everybody's out there doing whatever it is that makes them happy, whether you're chasing dreams, chasing car fumes, chasing wabbits, chasing tail, chasing whatever it is that you're chasing. Keep it up. Let's do it together. For all the long-time viewers and listeners to the show, thank you very much wherever you are. Hope you're having a great weekend. And if you're just joining us today, buckle up, buckle down, grab a seat, tell a friend, bring in grandma, sit down, your little niece, your nephew, your big niece, your big nephew, whoever you can. We're going to have some fun today. It's going to be an exciting weekend. I'm looking forward to, first and foremost, you know what time it is. It's UFC 276. You know I'm looking forward to that. Tomorrow evening, it's going down. I'm not even gonna go through the names. Too many names, too many superstars. That card is jam-packed with superstars and killers. Straight up killers, dog. You want some action, you want to see some people go out there and bleed a little bit. You want to see some people go in there. Just people are about it. 1, 2, let's go. I'm excited. It's gonna be, there's too many. The card is, I keep, every now and again, the UFC keeps, y'all keep outdoing yourselves, because every time I'm like, this card can't get better than this, and the next card is like, we did it better. So, hella excited for that tomorrow night. It's going down. What else, man? Let's thank our fake sponsors of the show. Shout out to the best butthole bleachers out there. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We've partnered up with the best of the best. The world's greatest butthole bleaching company has partnered up with us, and you can now have the whitest asshole out there, and no more visits to that sketchy fellow or lady who happens to have a little shack, invites you in, and it's awkward for everybody. We come to your home, and you're like, what about privacy? And I'm like, that ship has sailed a long time ago, sister. So, we come there. All you got to do is make sure you're ready. Get on all fours. Come in. We go in. We do our thing. Our staff is poorly trained, of course, and, when it comes to rules, regulations, standards, codes of conduct, those are all things that we're aspiring for right now. We're not there yet, but you know what it is. And our staff are definitely open to taking cash right now, because cash is king. The times are challenging, to say the least. So cash is king. Slip them a little 100 underneath the table. Nobody's to know. It's just between you and them and us. So that's what that is, man. Today we're gonna be talking about a fun little. It's gonna be one of the loosest. It's going to be one of the loosest, fam. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be about... Wait for it. I need to build... Let's build a little bit. Suspense. Because you'd like me to jump into it, don't you? You want me to just be that... he just jumps into things. I'm going to just take my time today. I could jump into it. You know me and jumping, dog. But I'm going to take my time with this one. We're going to go real slow. We're going to go real slow. We might speed it up in the middle, but we're going to go real slow. It's going to be a nice steady pace. 50 to 60 minutes of non-stop action. The most entertaining podcast in the multiverse, catering to humans, robots, sentient or not, it doesn't matter. We still accept you. Aliens, humanoids, the mix, whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're cooking, I supports it. You know? So that's what that is, man. Today we're going to be talking about chewing gum versus breath of mint. Chewing gum versus a breath mint. It's one of those, I bit because I got my ear to the ground, man. I hear things. It's an inner voice telling me to get up from the ground, man. It's dirty, but I don't listen to that voice. Other times I'm just like, ear to the ground, ear to the floor, dude. And the lower you go, the better you hear. I go in the trenches. I go in the underground, stick my ear to the ground, dude. That's 2 floors beneath where you're standing. It's nuts. But I'll do it. Because that's what I wants. That's what I does. But today we're going to be talking about chewing gum versus breath mint. Like, what is there to talk about? What is there not to talk about, fam? Because you know me. I have to pick a side. I have to pick a side and stick with it. But I'm going to try to be objective today. I've got my biases, of course, but I'm going to try to stay objective as much as I can. Chewing gum versus a breath of mint. Let's start with the old classic chewing gum. Where did the chewing gum come from? The chewing gum, relatively speaking, if I'm not mistaken, according to my research, around 1860, 1870, maybe 1850, who knows? That's what I read, that's what I'm spewing out there. Fact check it if you like, but we're sticking to it, we're doubling down, we're tripling up. That's what it is, baby. The chewing gum, if I can say a thing or two about chewing gum, I will. Chewing gum is the OG. When it comes between the two refreshing options, chewing gum is the OG. Chewing gum goes way back. That's what it is. Chewing gum has the ability to bring people together. You know what I'm saying? Chewing gum is all about dreaming and chewing. So many great people chewed gum. One of the greatest soccer managers out there, Sir Alex Ferguson, gum chewer, big time gum chewer, most number of trophies, most gum chewed ever in history. Just chewing gum winning trophies. Is there a correlation? Is there not a correlation is what I ask. Chewing gum can be, it's got different, see that's the thing, I don't even know where to start, because it's not just, you're not just chewing gum there. You're not just chewing a sure, it's refreshing, it's got different flavors, but you're multitasking, baby. You're building jaw lines. You want that square jawline, you want that perpendicular jawline, you want that circle jawline, you want that triangle jawline, you want a jawline that's defying gravity, you want a jawline that'll cut through stone, you want a jawline that is sharp as diamonds. You want a jawline that they'll take and use on the road in case they need to chip away at some, cement. You're getting gigs that you've never even heard of because of your jawline. You're welcome, dog. It's thanks to the old chewing gum. Because you're refreshing your breath, sure, but you're also moving the muscles and the face. Next thing you know, you catch yourself in a little brawl outside a bar. A fella's just talking a little smack. Right there. Go for it. Give it your best shot, fam. 1, 2, 1, 2. They take a shot. Their hand falls off. Why? You've been chewing gum. You're welcome. That's what happens. And the beauty of it is people don't even think you're doing anything. Because, that fella's just recreationally chewing gum. So you think. That's what it is, man. Chewing gum is wonderful. Chewing gum can, if you see a damn child throwing a fit, you're visiting family, it's somebody's birthday, they're throwing a fit, what do? You blow a bubble, you stick it on their hair. Why? Because that's like balloon animals, but with gum. No strings attached. It's hands-free, best of all worlds, you know? Kids happy, parents are, so-so about it, but that's parents. You can't please everybody, that's what I say. But as long as the child is smiling momentarily, even if they break out into a little bit of a crying later on, that's children, that's not on you. You're out there providing a service. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, will it stay up there? It'll stay up there. You stick it nice and tight on their hair. It'll stay, dude. Don't worry about it. Nice little bubble on kids' heads. Man, next thing you know, everybody's talking about you. Next thing you know, you're invited to all the family parties. You're talking to town. That's what I'm saying, man. Chewing gum. Chewing gum. Man, oh man, if I can say more about chewing gum, I will. I'll tell you a little story, as a matter of fact. I'll tell you a little story involving chewing gum. And one time I was out there, visiting towns as I normally do, and I look for the local attractions. What's your town got? A nice tree street, a nice little ice cream shop, bueno. Any other little things I should be checking out? Someone was like, check out our dam. We've got the best dam holding back water for ages. I'm not going to name the town because I don't want to out them. But nonetheless, we're going to get into the story. Visiting this beautiful magical city, this beautiful little town, this beautiful little village, this beautiful little municipality, this little beautiful locality, visiting, and they got a dam. They're like, you should check out this dam. I'm like, all right, you know me, dog, dams. Sign me up, I'm gonna go for a tour. Regular tour, so you think. Everybody's excited, lined up, getting in there with their tickets, getting on the bus. There's the tour director guiding us through every step. Now we're arriving at the old dam and we get in there. We get into the bus pulls up, we get into the underground. We go belly first, baby. We're gonna walk from the basement all the way to the top, get a nice view of the dam. And we're walking, everybody's chatting, everybody's taking photographs. Mesmerized by human innovation, human technology. The way we're making nature bend to our will. That's what it is. That's what a dam is, god damn it. That's what it is. That's us coming in and enforcing our will on nature. Damn right. As we're walking through the corridors, up and down we go. What does your boy know? Because your boy's a little bit perceptive. I'm out there looking. What do I know? While everybody's like having the best tour of their life, flashing photos, taking selfies, taking U's, collaborating. It's insane. But what do I notice? I notice a little bit of, oh, what is that? I got hit in the, oh, a little water droplet just hit me right there, dude, right there, right underneath the eye. Or maybe it was this eye. It hit me. I'm like, oh, moisture. But we're inside, this shouldn't be. Normally, the average person might lose their mind, because they're in the beast's belly. They're in the belly of the beast, of the dam. And they're like, water's not supposed to be in here. You might freak out. What did I do, dude? I start to look for the source. I look to find that little crack in the wall that's letting in the water. And I finds it. And everybody, by this time, it's midday. Everybody's having a little bit of fun. People are bringing their flasks. They're drinking that Irish coffee. Everybody's a little bit lit. They can't wait to get upstairs and go and take a big look at the dam from above. And I'm like, you guys go ahead. I'm gonna just tie my shoe down here. Because I don't want to inform the officials. I don't want to let the tour manager, director of the dam know what's going on. Because I don't want to. If I can fix it, I step in there and I fixes it. I start chewing gum, baby. You know me. I always carry a couple of packs on me. I'm chewing gum at this moment. Just chewing gum, pretending I'm tying up my shoelaces. Nobody's the wiser, dude. Just chucking in gum after gum. Just chewing. My face is just starting to grow. I'm like a little squirrel, just bent over to pretend tying my shoes, untying my shoes, and then tying it again, just to have everybody go, what is that guy doing with his shoes? Don't worry about it. Got to get the right fit. Keep going. I'm just chewing there. Knelt down, chewing fast, chewing hard. It's time's of the essence, baby. Little crack now. Next thing you know, water everywhere. But no, thanks to your boy using his head, using his jaw. chew a little bit, get the flavor out, spit it out right there, start rolling into a little ball. Stick it right on the wall. Stick it right on the wall. And I back away. I back away in silence, dude. I put my sunglasses back on, I lower my cap, and nobody's the wiser. Save the day. This could have been a horrible accident. An entire township, village, city, state could have been wiped out. Only if I could remember where I visit, but it's not the important part of the story. You're like, is this even a true story? You know? Allegedly, people were there, and I was there, and there was a dam, and there was a city, and there was a crack in the wall. And you're like, that story sounds made up. You wrote it last night. I write every day, dog. You don't know me. Maybe I could have written it last night. Maybe I could have experienced it back in the day. Do you ever try to talk really fast and sometimes miss up a word? Happens to the best of us. Wicked, wicked, wicked. But that's life. And I saved the day. And no need to come in there with like, oh, let's, what's the root cause of the crack? Don't worry about it. I fixed it. It's taken care of. That's what that is, man. Other time, you're like, man, that's incredible. All by chewing gum? Yes, all by chewing gum. God damn it, you don't give gum enough credit. Another time, I was on I got requested to go out and take a trip, and we were going to do a conference. There was a conference overseas, over borders and overseas. Crazy. Out there, not my jurisdiction, but my thing is, there are people at the conference they're there to do talks, but what am I doing? I'm undercover air marshal, fam. Undercover air marshal. Accompanying the conferencees to their conference, because that's what it is. You don't know these people. These people give speeches. These people take speeches, and then they give them out. It's crazy. And I gotta make sure everybody gets from A to B in a safe manner. Now we're on board, we're on the plane, regular day, no big deal. Everybody's, oh, here's some peanuts for you. Your allergies, don't worry about it, it's all we got. Here's some grape juice with your peanut allergies. Wash it down. You're swelling up. Stay hydrated. Everybody's, and it's we're midair now. We're midair, floating. We're coasting. We're flying high. And everybody's kind of like in their thing. Some people are watching movies. Some people are listening to music. Some people have dozed off. Some people got their, some people have noticed that other people have dozed off, so they've gotten extra comfortable. You know what I'm talking about? Shoes come off. It's like, put your shoes back on. Shoes are off. Gross. Kids out. There's some kids that are just running around in the middle of the aisle. It's like, grab your kids, goddammit. But everything seemed normal until suddenly I hear somebody yelling, Allah or Akbar. I'm like, which is it, fam? Make up your mind already. And all of a sudden, you see a fella with a gun. And no, it's not the fella who yelled, Allah or Akbar. It wasn't that guy. You'd think so. And that's on you, fam. I'm not here to tell you. You made an assumption there just because somebody yells Allah or Akbar on a plane, and you're like, that's just set precedent, past experience. I'm not. Hey, man, that's wrong for you to judge. It wasn't that guy. That guy was freaked out. That was his reaction to the fella with the gun. Man, you guys, come on. It's been some time now. It's crazy. Don't think that way. But, I looked at the man yelling Allah or Akbar, what's up, fam? He's like pointing to the guy with the gun. I'm like, oh shit. And this guy, you're like, guess this guy's ethnicity or racial background. You guess Slavic, and that's broad and general. So it could be literally anyone, almost, And this fellow's like, I'm taking this plane. and we're going somewhere else. I'm like, not on my watch, fam. Not on my watch. As soon as I heard, but this is, I'm telling the story, so this all happens very fast. As soon as I see the guy that says Allah or Akbar, I see the guy with the, I'm already midair. I'm already levitating. I'm floating, dude. I'm in my Superman mode. I'm already like chest out, flying, one hand out. I punch the gun out of his hand. Crazy, nuts, dude. And I just, as I punch the gun out of his hand and I'm just levitating mid-air, horizontally, of course, don't be ridiculous. I cuff him too. I cuff him. I'm like, you've just been served by the air marshal, underground, undercover air marshal. Everybody starts cheering, clapping. Oh, the most important aspect of the story, of course, when I punched the gun out of his hand, it's flying, dude, it's flying. But he managed to like pop one. Pop, as I punched, he popped. I punched, he popped. Pew! And it just went all around it ricocheted all around the interior of and it punctured through one of the windows, dude. And now there's air being sucked out of the airplane on the speed. Oh my God. The pressure's been building up. It ripped everybody's clothes off. It ripped everybody's clothes off, which was kind of hot, not gonna lie to you, fam. It was a thing. I wasn't sure if I was excited, turned on, scared, anxious, maybe all the above. Got a little bit of adrenaline pumping now. We're like thousands of feet up in the sky. It's going down, dude. It's going down. But punch, pop, cuff, right? And next thing you know, everybody's like panicking. The pilot's like, what's going on back then? Like, don't worry about it, Captain. Don't worry about it. You boys got this. I got this. Because I'm, undercover air marshal. Dude, you don't even know what I've dealt with. After I, put the fellow who's been cuffed out in there's a department, there's a little, we put him somewhere. You don't need to know where. There's a place in the plane. We put him there. He's cuffed, and I'm back to work. What am I doing? Chewing gum, fam. Chewing gum fast and hard. I'm like, everybody relax. Everybody sit on your seats, put your seat belts on, start sucking on them oxygens till like gets everything back. And I'm chewing gum. I'm like, is anybody a doctor here? And people raise their hands. I'm like, do you happen to have a pack of gum on you? And you're like, why don't you just ask everybody? Why discriminate by just asking if they're doctors? Because, doctors tend to be more hygienic. I'm just assuming maybe some would carry more packs of gum with them. You're like, man, if you only opened that game up to everybody, you would have probably gotten more gum. Maybe not. I don't know. But I asked, is there a doctor on board? And hands went up and I reacted fast. No time to think twice, baby. You got to move with it. Okay? We're mid-air, thousands of feet, up in there. So I can't be, I asked for the best of the best. And I start chewing, dude. I'm like, I got this. I'm chewing there. People are sweating. Kids are crying. Moms are, the moms are praying. Dads are also praying. It's nuts, dude. But I'm chewing gum. I'm like, relax, everybody. I got this. Chew, 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 chew. Get the flavor out. You got to get the flavor out, dude. That's how because if you don't get the flavor out, then it's not going to stick, dude. You got to get the flavor out. I'm chewing there. 5-10 minutes of hardcore chewing, dude. Spit it out right in my hands. Ball it up. Patchwork. What? You're like, no way that happened. No, you weren't there. You weren't there. You weren't there, man. The trauma. Not for me, because like me and trauma doesn't even affect me anymore. Other people, a little bit traumaed up. And then we brought it down, and then, they had to have sessions with them. Everybody had to go to, oh, are you gonna be okay? But everybody was like, oh, how did you know to act so? I'm like, chewing gum, fam. Chewing gum. That's what it is. So it's not just you're chewing gum, you're saving lives. It's not just a piece of gum. It's actually an equipment. I don't even know what to call it. It's technology. It's out there for everybody to use. And it's like, oh, I'm not comfortable using. Well, start getting comfortable, fam. That's what it is. And these are all facts. These are all true stories, of course. The chewing gum. If I could say more about the chewing gum, you know I would. And I will. I'm not going to hold back. Not today. Maybe yesterday. Maybe the day before. Maybe even the day before that. But today? No, sir. No, ma'am. Because it's Canada Day. And it's 4th of July long weekend also. So why not? If we're not going to be holding back on any day, it's going to be today, goddammit. So I think I've made enough points about the chewing gum. Let's now take a look at the breath mint. At the old breath mint. The breath mint. Who does the breath mint think he is, or she is, or it is, what it is? You know? The breath mint is that new kid on the block of oral hygiene. You know, coming in there hot, mid-50s, thinking he's gonna change the game, thinking he's gonna reinvent the wheel. Sister, no way, cousins, brothers, family. Don't be fooled by the jewels that I rock, or the jewels that I got. I'm still. You know? Because that little breath mint is just an imposter, really. First of all, the audacity. I said I'll stay objective. Don't be biased. I can't help it. The chewing gum comes in there and is there for, you could chew gum for days. You could chew gum for hours after hour. You could go on holiday chewing gum and come back and still be chewing that same, if you wanted to. But now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Your Honor, the members of jury duty, let's examine this peculiar circumstance. Do we really think that a job that takes hours, maybe days to be done by one thing can also be done by another thing in roughly, let's say, a 5 to 10 minute time frame? You're like, why are you looking around? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe giving you a little bit of time to just get your mind together, man. Lady, what are we thinking out here? You chew gum for, what do we say, minimum hours if you'd like to, days, months, years. Whereas the breath mint wants to come in there and has the audacity, has the nerves of thinking it can do the same job within 5 to 10 minutes. Try a tic-tac. 5 to 10 minutes. And look where we're at today. Tic-tac society. Kids doing tic-tac. Adults, tic-tac. This wouldn't have happened if we just stuck to the rules, man. Stuck to what we knew works. But we're like, no, the future's fast, man. Tic-tac is reckless. The tic-tac or the breath mint is unreliable. The tic-tac or the breath mint is fast and loose. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you know that around here, things sure might look fast and loose. Things sure might look like it's just fun and games, man. It's just a silly goose coming in here with a silly geese, getting all gassy. And sure, you're not wrong. But when it comes to the important issues, when it comes to how fresh is your mouth feeling, are you getting enough chews in there? With our food going soft and us just drinking Slurpees all day, you're not even chewing gum anymore. You're just barely sucking on a little mint. What has the world gone to? What has the world come to? Where did the world go? Where did the world come from? Where's the world going? Which direction is the earth spinning in? I'd like to know. You're like, you can Google it. Maybe I can. Maybe I can't. But what I know, I just want 5 to 10 minutes. You think a job that takes hours can be done in 5 to 10 minutes? I've had enough of this propaganda campaign coming in there, weakening our jawbones, disappearing in 5 to 10 minutes. And that's how they get you, man. You're like, and the thing is, it works so fast and the effect is so minimal that after 5 to 10 minutes, you're like, I'm all good. I don't even feel anything. Maybe I'll pop another. Oh my God, the amount of overdoses we've had overdue to Tic Tacs and breath mints. I mean, it's because you're young. You're, chasing your dreams, working, staying up all odd hours of the night. Oh, I don't need food. Tic Tac. It'll suffice. Down one. No problem. It's okay. Fine. Starts with one. Next thing you know, you're going 2 at a time. Give me 2 at a time. Next thing you know, you're like, I can start anytime I want. That's how they get you. Next thing you know, you're going in there, you're playing, now you're just throwing all caution to the wind. No forethought given to where this can lead. Now you're going in 4 or 5 at a time. You don't even look, dude. You just grab the can, empty it out, and right there in your face hole. 5 of them stuck to the back of your choking. Next thing you know, missing anniversaries, missing birthdays, missing family gatherings, getting demoted at work, not showing up to work, telling your wife you're going to work, showing up to the work parking lot, sitting inside your car, but not going inside, sitting in there just sucking on Tic Tacs. Where do we go wrong? I don't know. But at one point you got to take personal responsibility, man. And it breaks my heart to see people overdosing on Tic Tacs and breath mints. Because these things, again, you can get carried away real quick. You're like, I don't feel anything. My tolerance is so high. Next thing you know, you're just laying on the floor all a minute out. Oh, and people let it go for a few days because you're minty fresh. You're smelling nice. But there's nothing in there, man. You're just an empty shell lying on the ground. Anybody in there? God, pull it together. That's why I can't back the lazy, insufficient, up to no good breath mint. Because it breaks my heart, man. It breaks my heart. Because back when you were a kid, think about all the fun you had with the gum, with the chewing gum. You chew the Hubba Bubba. Got yourself a couple of Hubba Bubbas, you put it in your mouth, you blowing out Bubba Bubba, Hubba Bubba. Your Hubba Bubba's blowing out all day, every day. Oh man, if I only had a piece of gum right now to demonstrate. Blow nice bubbles, you're making friends. Picking up little dust particles here and there, so you're kind of cleaning around you as well, which is super nice. You know? But kids don't do that anymore, man. You know, the kids used to go outside and chew gum. Now kids are sitting in their AC units with their flat screens and their flat faces and looking at flats all day. You know, staring into a flat here, staring into a flat there. You're looking like a screen these days. Work them jaw lines, work them jaw muscles. Man. The Tic Tac is that fair weather friend, you know what I mean? Here 1 minute, gone the next. It's unreliable. It's unsafe. And it's outright dangerous. Do you know how many people have suffocated sucking on Tic Tacs and breath mints? Thinking it's gonna be just we're just at a party, everybody's mingling, I'm gonna just pop a little, I'm just gonna pop it. You like poppers, huh? Man, hate to see you go out like that, player. Just saying. Just saying. You got all the best moments of your life ahead of you, and you want to throw it all down. For what? For what? You're like, man, if I can maintain 4 to 5 Tic Tacs or breath mints a day, I can get all the ladies. Brother, let me tell you something, man. It aches my heart to see you go down this path, but that is not the right way to do it. Everybody knows the ladies love gum. Reverse these two, lady. You want to impress a fella, stick a gum. Stick a gum. Do that. One of the most and underrated pickup lines of all time. Stick a gum. Nothing is more refreshing than a stick of gum. A stick of gum lets you know a fella is dedicated, or lets you know a lady is dedicated for the long haul. Stick of gum takes dedication. Stick of gum takes some effort. Stick of gum is that long game. Stick of gum is that low speed, drippity drop, slow burn that we like here. Whereas the Tic Tac is like the one night stand of oral hygiene. It's barely even a one night stand. Do I even dare give it that much credit? Probably not. Probably not. It's more of a hit and run. The Tic Tac is barely even a hit and run of oral hygiene. But a fella or a lady pulls up with a whole full pack of gum on you. Keep her. Keep 'em. Just letting you know, man. Just letting you know. What else could you use the gum for? Contraception. Oh, did you bring a condom? No, I didn't, baby. But don't worry. Chewing Hubba Bubba again. Blow that bubble gum up. Don't need to explain the rest, baby. Just wrap it up. Ladies can even use it too. You don't want to wrap yourself up. Ladies, especially in these times, you know? You want to avoid pregnancies. A few sticks of gum. Chew them up. Roll them up. Stick them right in there. Nothing's getting in, nothing's getting out. I mean, how many purposes does this thing have? It's incredible. Now, let's say you're out there. It's been a day where you've had some drinks. You're day drinking. You're day smoking. The sun is now setting, so you're about to do some night drinking. Maybe a little bit of night smoking. You see a lady or a fellow who you'd like to meet and maybe have a little bit of a conversation with, see where the rest of the night takes you. And you're like, man, my breath feels fresh because I've been chewing gum, but I wish my fingers didn't smell like cigarettes. Well, not that it's a big deal, but if that's on your mind, now you can spit that little piece of gum out there and just roll it up with your little fingers, just like this. Just roll it up with your little fingers like this. 2 minutes in this hand, 2 minutes in the other hand, and toss that bad boy out in the garbage. Who's smelling minty fresh on their fingertips? There you are. And like, is that clean? Is that important right now? Is that what we're focusing on? Because if that's what we're focusing on, I'll shift focus and we'll focus on that. But I thought we just wanted to, start one step at a time. Start with the exterior and then move. We'll deal with. Ooh, is it clean? Get out of here. Of course it's clean. It's your own mouth. And it's mint. E. Anything minty is clean. Think about it. The gum is natural. The gum is OG. The gum is derived from the gum tree. spruce trees, comes from tree saps. It's where it used to, at least at one point. And it just feels right. Whereas the Tic Tac or the breath mint is a little bit unnatural, a little bit, you look at it, you're like, what is that? It's a little off-putting. I don't know what that is. It doesn't look real. It's because it's not. It's not organic. It's not natural. It's not the way God intended it to be. And it's these little things that you start, you turn your eye on this one, next thing you know, oh, it leads to a dark path which I don't even want to explore today. Maybe another day, not today, because it's Canada Day and 4th of July weekend. Good vibes only. So before you go out there and think it's an easy, you're now at a gas station, you're at a, you're at some department store, you're waiting in the line, you see, an option, arrangements, gums, breath mints, you're like, I don't know which one I think I've made myself very clear. I think the obvious choice is for you to go ahead and invest in something that's a little bit more long-term instead of looking at, short-term bandage remedies for something that takes, as we all know, longer. And make the right decision at the end of the day. Get your money's worth. Next thing you know, you're just hemorrhaging money. Why? Because the Tic Tac and the breath, man, it's gone too quick. Doesn't last long, fam. Saving your money, working on your health, working on your relationships. What else you want? We done it all, and we'll keep doing even more. Baby boys, baby girls, where can you find these videos? These videos are all up in the ether right now. It's on YouTube for the full-length viewers out there. If you're the type of fam that likes to sit down and watch things full length, because you're like, man, I like sitting down and just concentrating. Even sometimes if it doesn't mean anything that important, I like to concentrate one full sesh. Or just put in the background. I don't even need to concentrate. Good. YouTube is for you. Subscribe so you can help your boy out, can help the algorithm out, help yourself out, and that's the most important thing. Help yourself. Help me help you. Help me help you. You help me, I'll help you. And that's the way the merry-go. But if you're like into portions and segments and you like things cut up, you like things cut up, you like things chopped up and down, you like things a little bit more compact, you like it a little bit of a segment, you go down to Instagram. You go down to Instagram and there you got parts to these videos just because of the way it works for the time being. But as we grow day by day, one person at a time, 20, 30 years from now, once we've reached that, I don't know what their threshold is, dude. I think it's like 100 people on your profile or something. That's when they allow you to do a little bit more with the profiles. But in 20 years, dog, it's going to be all one large video at a time, even on Instagram. That's the future, man, but that's out of my hands for the time being. Nonetheless, and if you're like the type of person that is there any other platform that you're working off of? Yes, there is. I'm so glad you asked. It is called Patreon. You already know about it. Check out Rock Sadri on the Patreons. Click on the link wherever. Click on the links if you like. And help your boy out if you like. If you don't like, you can just view them for free, of course, because they're always there for you. That's what I does. And I mean, we managed to get you the cleanest buttholes. Whiten those buttholes. I don't recommend it. I've not done the research to see if it's safe or not. I just know there's a market for it. And you're like, is there reverses? Can we darken our buttholes? I'll look into it. I'm not sure how the general consensus is on that. Whitening of the buttholes, everybody seems to be okay with it. Darkening of the buttholes, different story. We'll have to, I don't know. First of all, there have not been too many studies. Is there, if there's a market for that too, we'll get there. And you're like, is that safe? Probably not. I'm going to be straight up 100% honest with you, probably not. But we happen to provide a service, and Still, it may be fake for the time being, and down the line, should it come to fruition, man, what are the odds? Because we've talked about so many things and so many partnerships. If this one's the one that's going to land, I mean, God, I hope not. But at the same rate, if it is the best in the world and we've partnered up with them, then I'm gonna, I'll have to use it myself. I don't want to. I don't want to. Maybe we'll go ahead and disregard this partnership. Maybe, you know what, it is time for. Sometimes it's okay to change your mind. Sometimes it's okay to just have whatever shade you got is good enough, man or lady. But if you want it, we got it. Not really, dude. Not really. I don't have it. I wish I could. We did at one point, but it's just too many things can go wrong. It's, you're like, oh, it's too light now. I can see through it. And I can't answer for that or be responsible for that. I can't. Or, we go reverses, we make it too dark, you lose where it is. I can't even see anything anymore. Got the shading on, you went too dark. I'm like, what do you want? Light or dark? Let me know. Love y'all, gang. Talk about it. Have a wonderful weekend. Go out there, and if you watch the UFC. I'm going to be watching for sure. And if you start practicing, dude. You're like, man, I wonder if I can make it to the UFC. You never know till you start, dude. Are you a young male or a young female ranging between the ages of 20 to 30, let's say? Have you got a couple of kids around the house? Instead of sending them to train for why don't you start, with them, see if you can take them one-on-one, and that'll give you a good indicator as to where you stand. Because if you can take little youngins and you're like, that's not fair. Well, they got the gas tank. Who's got the most gas in the tank? The youngins. Sure, they might not be as flexible, athletic, strong, tall, big as you are, but they probably have more gas in the tank, which is more or less the same. In terms of, you want a level playing field. Well, that's the thing. You don't want to go start fighting people you don't know, right? You want to go with somebody who you've been, because you've been reading them tapes, dog. You sit down and you watch the tapes, and they're happening live right in front of you every day. You know their weakness, you know their strengths. You can play to your weakness and your strengths. You got that height advantage, daddy. Use it. Oh man, just keep that kid at a distance. You feel me? And then if things get comfortable, take on your partner. And then you can take on your partner, next thing you know, other family members, grandmas, grandpas. And because that's the thing, you don't want to just jump into something and then, because you start off with like a L, that'll, it's all about self-esteem. Just take, get like 10, 15 W's in the fam. Make sure everybody knows what's up, and then move outside your circle. Next thing you know, I don't know, put your mind to it, you can do anything you want. Almost anything you want. A lot of things are achievable out there. That's what I'm trying to say, man. I love you all. I'll be back here again on Monday. Thank you very much for all the love and support. Love you all. Okay, and that itch will stop itching, okay? I'm telling you, it will stop. Don't worry about it. Any ointment that you got, it doesn't even matter what, just apply it. Trust me. If it's not gone, 3 to 4 weeks from now, and then maybe see somebody. But in the meantime, have fun. Peace out.